marriage doesn't end dreams. In fact, it can give you new reasons to dream even bigger. Society often portrays marriage, especially at a young age, as a limitation. People will tell you that once you get married, your personal goals will vanish, and your identity will dissolve into responsibilities. But the truth is, marriage can be a place where your dreams find support, encouragement, and partnership. When you get married, you do take on more responsibilities. You learn to think beyond yourself, to consider another person's needs, and to find balance in your daily life. But these lessons do not block your path, they sharpen you. They teach you time management, prioritization, patience, and sacrifice. These are the very skills you need to pursue your dreams effectively. Marriage does not mean you stop dreaming, it means you learn how to dream together. It means your goals and ambitions now have a teammate who wants to see you succeed. When you fall, you have someone to help you stand again. When you are tired, you have someone to remind you why you started. When you achieve something, you have someone to celebrate it with, making the moment even more meaningful. There will be challenges. You will have days when you feel like giving up, when responsibilities feel heavy, and when dreams seem far away. But these are the moments that build your resilience. Marriage will teach you how to keep moving even when you are tired. It will teach you how to adjust your path without giving up on your destination. Some people believe that marriage means you lose your individuality, but that is only true if you let it happen. A strong marriage allows both partners to grow individually while growing together. It encourages you to continue your education, chase your career, develop your talents, and explore your passions. It can inspire you to dream bigger because now you are building not just for yourself, but for your family's future. Marriage can also open new doors you may not have noticed before. Your partner may see your strengths that you overlook and encourage you to use them. They may introduce you to opportunities, networks, or resources that help you advance. They may push you to apply for that job, start that business, or continue your studies when you are hesitant. This partnership can fuel your dreams rather than extinguish them. It is important to remember that your dreams will require effort, whether you are married or single. You will need to make sacrifices, manage your time, and learn to handle setbacks. Marriage will not remove these challenges, but it will give you someone to walk with through them. Marriage is not the end of your dreams. It is a new chapter in your journey toward them. It will test you and refine you, but it will also give you moments of laughter, comfort, and encouragement along the way. It will teach you how to love deeply, work hard, and cherish each small victory. If you are married and feel like your dreams are slipping away, remember that you still have the power to pursue them. Communicate with your partner about your goals, make plans, and take small steps every day. Let your marriage be a place where dreams grow, not where they fade. Because in the end, marriage does not end dreams, it creates a new kind of strength, one built on love, partnership, and shared vision. You can still become who you want to be, and your dreams are still valid. Let your marriage be the foundation that helps you rise higher than you ever thought possible. Responsibility teaches growth in ways that nothing else can. When you take on responsibilities, whether by choice or by circumstance, you are pushed into situations that require you to think beyond your comfort, to act even when you are afraid, and to learn from your mistakes without running away. Responsibility forces you to look at life with clarity, to prioritize what truly matters, and to build habits that shape your future. At first, responsibility can feel heavy. It might feel like a burden you are not ready to carry, especially when you are young or when you are already dealing with your own struggles. But it is through carrying that weight that you become stronger. You learn to wake up early to manage your day because you have commitments that require your attention. You learn to manage your finances because you need to pay bills or save for the future. You learn to communicate clearly because relationships, whether personal or professional, require honesty and understanding to thrive. Every responsibility you take on becomes a teacher. It teaches you patience because not everything happens immediately. It teaches you problem solving because challenges will come and you will need to find solutions. It teaches you sacrifice because sometimes you will need to give up temporary comforts for long-term goals. You discover strengths you never knew you had, and you begin to trust yourself in ways you never did before. When you avoid responsibility, you may feel free for a moment, but you remain stuck in the same place, repeating the same patterns. Growth only happens when you step into uncomfortable situations and commit to doing what needs to be done, even if you do not feel ready. Responsibility forces you to show up for yourself and for others, and in the process, you build discipline, resilience, and confidence. Taking responsibility also teaches you about the consequences of your actions. You learn that your decisions impact not just you, but also the people around you. This awareness helps you become more mindful of your choices. You start thinking ahead, planning, and being intentional with your words and actions. This shift in mindset is a crucial part of growth because it moves you from living reactively to living purposefully. You also learn to be accountable. When you make a mistake, you own it, learn from it, and do better next time. This accountability makes you trustworthy, a person others can rely on, and a person who can rely on themselves. It teaches you that failure is not the end but a part of the learning process. Every mistake becomes a lesson, and every lesson becomes a step toward your personal and professional growth. Responsibility also builds emotional strength. It teaches you to manage stress, to stay calm under pressure, and to keep moving forward even when you feel overwhelmed. It helps you develop empathy as you begin to understand the struggles others face while fulfilling their responsibilities. You learn to appreciate the hard work and sacrifices of others, which makes you more grateful and humble. In the end, responsibility shapes your character. It transforms you from someone who waits for life to happen into someone who actively shapes their life. It prepares you for greater opportunities because people who are responsible attract trust and respect. It helps you discover your potential because you prove to yourself, again and again, that you are capable of handling challenges. You may not always feel ready for the responsibilities that come your way, but by accepting them and doing your best, you grow into the person you are meant to become. You become wiser, stronger, and more capable. Responsibility does not limit your life. It expands it. It teaches you that growth is not found in avoiding challenges, but in facing them with courage, consistency, and a willingness to learn along the way. Love is a daily choice, not just a feeling that comes and goes with the wind. In the beginning, love feels effortless, like a wave of excitement that lifts you above your daily struggles. But as days turn into months and months into years, you begin to understand that love is built through the small, everyday decisions you make, even when the excitement fades and life feels heavy. Choosing love daily means choosing patience when you feel frustrated, choosing kind words when you feel angry, and choosing to stay when walking away feels easier. It is waking up each morning and deciding to care, to listen, and to support the person you love, regardless of the challenges you are facing within yourself. Feelings are important, but they are not always reliable. Some days you will wake up tired, stressed, or overwhelmed, and on those days, love will not feel like butterflies in your stomach. It will feel like making tea for your partner even when you are in a rush. It will feel like sending a message to check on them when your mind is occupied with your problems. It will feel like holding their hand in silence when you don't have the words to fix what's wrong. Love is choosing to understand instead of judging, to forgive instead of holding on to anger, and to be present instead of escaping into distractions. It is in the moments when you are hurt, but you choose to communicate calmly rather than retaliate with harshness. It is in the moments when you are busy, but you choose to give your time and attention to the person you love. When you choose love daily, you build trust, and trust is the foundation of a strong relationship. Your consistent actions show your partner that they are valued, seen, and appreciated. It teaches both of you that love is not about perfection, but about showing up for each other, again and again, no matter how hard life gets. Choosing love daily also means choosing to love yourself. It means recognizing when you need rest, when you need to set boundaries, and when you need to heal. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and choosing love for yourself allows you to love others more deeply and honestly. Love is also choosing to grow together. People change with time, and so do relationships. Choosing love daily means allowing your partner to grow, encouraging their dreams, and adapting to changes together. It means not giving up when conflicts arise, but working through them with understanding and respect. Sometimes, choosing love means letting go of your pride and saying sorry even when it is hard. It means recognizing your mistakes and taking responsibility for your actions. It means being willing to learn and to change habits that hurt your relationship. These choices, made daily, build a bond that can withstand the storms of life. Love as a daily choice transforms your relationship from something fragile to something strong and resilient. It is not about grand gestures all the time, but about consistent effort, small acts of kindness, and daily moments of connection. A message of encouragement, a warm smile after a tiring day, a gentle touch, or simply sitting together in silence. These are the moments where love grows. When you understand that love is a daily choice, you stop expecting it to be perfect, and you start nurturing it with your actions. You learn that love is not something you find once and keep forever without effort. It is something you build and rebuild every day through the storms, the calm, and everything in between. This choice, made daily, is what keeps love alive, meaningful, and strong. Learning through challenges is one of the most powerful ways to grow, even though it often feels uncomfortable and unfair when you are in the middle of it. Challenges test your patience, your beliefs, and your ability to adapt. They push you beyond your comfort zone, forcing you to discover strengths you didn't know you had and weaknesses you need to improve. When everything in life is easy, you don't pay attention to your habits, mindset, or resilience. Comfort can keep you stuck in the same place because there is no reason to change, but when challenges come, you are forced to think, to problem, solve, and to find new paths where old ones have failed. You learn to be creative, to try again, and to keep moving even when you feel like giving up. Challenges teach you humility. They show you that you don't know everything and that it's okay to ask for help. They teach you that failure is not the end, but a signal that something needs to change in your approach. Each setback carries a lesson, and if you look closely, you will find guidance in every difficulty you face. Sometimes challenges teach you about your limits, reminding you to take care of yourself, to rest, and to say no when you need to. Other times, they teach you that you are capable of much more than you believed, pushing you to work harder and smarter to overcome obstacles. Through every challenge, you learn to trust yourself a little more, and your confidence grows with each small victory. Challenges also teach you patience. In a world where everything is fast, difficulties remind you that growth takes time. You may not see results immediately, but if you continue to show up and put in effort, change will come. You learn to appreciate the process, to understand that good things often require struggle, and that the journey itself is shaping you into a stronger, wiser person. Facing challenges also builds your emotional resilience. You learn how to manage your emotions in difficult situations, how to stay calm when things go wrong, and how to keep your focus on what you can control. You become better at handling stress, disappointment, and uncertainty, which are all parts of life. Each time you get through a challenge, you become more prepared for the next one. Challenges also teach you gratitude. When you overcome a difficult period, you learn to appreciate the small moments of peace and happiness in your life. You begin to notice your blessings and develop a mindset that finds hope even in dark times. You learn to be grateful for your strength, for the people who support you, and for the opportunities hidden within difficulties. You also learn empathy through challenges. When you struggle, you understand what it feels like to be vulnerable and scared, which helps you connect with others who are going through their own challenges. This empathy allows you to support others better, to listen without judgment, and to build meaningful relationships based on understanding and care. Learning through challenges is not about enjoying the pain, but about finding purpose in it. It is about recognizing that difficulties are part of the journey toward your goals, not signs that you should stop. Each challenge you face is like a teacher that leaves you with wisdom, resilience, and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. Instead of fearing challenges, learn to see them as opportunities to grow and transform your life. The lessons you learn through them will stay with you forever, preparing you for greater achievements and a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate future. Sacrifice comes with reward, even though it often doesn't feel that way when you are in the middle of giving something up. Sacrifice means letting go of something you want now to build something better for the future. It means staying up late to study when you want to sleep, working extra hours to save money for your goals, or choosing to help your family instead of spending on yourself. These choices are not easy, and sometimes they feel unfair, but every sacrifice you make with the right intention shapes your future in ways you cannot see immediately. When you sacrifice, you develop discipline. You learn to control your desires and focus on what truly matters. Instead of giving in to every distraction, you learn to say no to things that don't serve your purpose. This discipline spills into every part of your life, making you more consistent and focused on your goals. Sacrifice also teaches you about patience. We live in a world where everyone wants instant results, but meaningful achievements require time and effort. When you sacrifice your comfort for your goals, you learn to wait and to trust the process, understanding that the best rewards come to those who are willing to work for them without expecting quick returns. Through sacrifice, you learn the value of hard work. Nothing feels as fulfilling as achieving something you worked hard for, something you sacrificed for. It gives you a sense of pride and confidence that no one can take away from you. It reminds you that you are capable of creating the life you want through your actions and your choices. Sacrifice also helps you understand what truly matters in your life. When you give up things you thought you couldn't live without, you discover what is essential for your happiness and growth. It clears your path, helping you focus on your purpose and values, making your journey clearer and your direction stronger. There will be moments when you feel the pain of your sacrifices. You might see others enjoying what you have chosen to give up, and you may question your decisions. But in those moments, remind yourself why you started. Every sacrifice you make for your dreams, your family, or your future is an investment that will bring rewards in time. You may not see the results instantly, but the seeds you plant through your sacrifices will grow into blessings you will be thankful for later. Sacrifice also builds emotional strength. It teaches you to endure discomfort and challenges without giving up. It helps you develop a mindset that can handle difficulties and stay motivated even when times are tough. This strength will support you throughout your life, helping you face bigger challenges with courage and resilience. When you sacrifice for your loved ones, it strengthens your relationships. It shows your commitment, care, and willingness to put others before yourself. This creates bonds of trust and love, and you often find that the love and support you give to others return to you in unexpected ways. Sacrifice comes with the reward of growth. Each sacrifice you make helps you grow into a better version of yourself. You become stronger, wiser, and more focused. You develop habits that lead you toward your goals, and you learn to appreciate the value of your efforts. In the end, sacrifice is not about losing, it is about gaining something greater. It is about building a future you can be proud of and becoming the person you want to be. The path may not be easy, but the rewards are worth every moment of discomfort. Every sacrifice you make today brings you one step closer to the life you dream of living tomorrow. Age doesn't define capability, even though many people believe that you have to reach a certain age before you can achieve something meaningful. The truth is, your ability to grow, learn, and succeed is not limited by how old or young you are. What matters most is your mindset, your willingness to work hard, and your courage to take action despite fear and doubt. Many people wait for the right age to start pursuing their dreams, believing they are too young or too old to begin. But age is just a number, and it should never be used as an excuse to hold yourself back. There are young people who are leading businesses, supporting their families, and making a difference in their communities. There are older people who are starting new careers, learning new skills, and achieving goals they once thought were impossible. The common factor among them is not their age, but their determination and commitment to their purpose. When you believe that age defines your capability, you create limits in your mind that stop you from trying. You tell yourself you are too young to be taken seriously or too old to learn something new. These beliefs hold you back far more than your age ever could. The truth is, capability comes from your willingness to show up, learn, and improve. Every day you spend working on your goals, regardless of your age, brings you closer to your dreams. Being young can be a strength because it often comes with energy, fresh perspectives, and a willingness to take risks. Being older can also be a strength because it brings experience, patience, and deeper understanding. Both ages have their unique advantages, and you can use whatever stage of life you are in as a tool for your success rather than seeing it as a limitation. People may underestimate you because of your age, but that is their limitation, not yours. It is your actions, your consistency, and your results that will prove your capability. If you are young, let your actions speak louder than people's doubts. If you are older, let your experience guide you as you step into new opportunities. Every moment you spend proving to yourself that you can learn, adapt, and grow is a victory against the limitations people place on age. Age does not determine your ability to be disciplined, to show kindness, or to work hard for what you want. It does not determine your creativity, your problem-solving abilities, or your resilience in difficult times. These qualities are developed through your choices and your willingness to keep going even when challenges come your way. When you stop letting age define your capability, you open yourself to opportunities that you may have ignored before. You start to see that your potential is far greater than you imagined, and that your life is not controlled by numbers, but by your decisions. You begin to take risks that align with your goals. You allow yourself to learn from failures, and you gain the confidence to keep moving forward. Life is short, and waiting for the right age often means wasting valuable time. Whether you are young and worried about being inexperienced or older and afraid you have missed your chance, remember that today is the best time to start. Your growth depends on your willingness to learn, your courage to try, and your consistency in taking small steps every day toward your goals. Age doesn't define capability, your mindset does. Choose to believe in your potential, to work towards your dreams, and to live your life fully without letting numbers hold you back. Your future depends not on how old you are, but on the choices you make right now to become the person you want to be.